Midas, my father is back. After many seasons of us saying, oh, Midas is coming back, just watch. And nothing every time. Well, this time he's actually back with a new pretty boy Greek look. So yeah, Midas is back and he got a new look and design and everything. So that's it. That's all we got. Goodbye. Have a great day. Video is done. Go home! Psych! You're probably one of those people who challenged me when I said, oh, Midas is gonna be a big part of Chapter 5's storyline, just wait. Well, guess what, all of you? Clark, I'm better than you in every way. That's a joke, please don't unsubscribe. Not only Midas has a new look, but he's also the main character of this season's storyline. A main good guy character. And not just him. The entire Midas crew has returned, like Tiantina, who was waiting in her mini rig. Sky, who was spending time in the Lego worlds before she got called in. Meowsos, who was told by the Shadow and Chaos agents to prepare for their mission coming up. Well, now that mission is revealed to be Midas's return. And just all of these guys are finally back. All of these agents, as it was teased by Sky, once more got called in with these little earpieces. But this time they were activated by Marigold, who's now confirmed she's not Midas's daughter. The only daughter Midas has is Jules, and now she's either like Midas's wife probably or his sister. I would say Marigold is definitely Midas's wife. Now, where has Midas been all this time? Why suddenly choose to return now? Well, let the biggest simp of Midas exactly explain to you why this is happening. And why he's gonna turn the entire world into gold. I'm not joking. He's gonna turn everything into gold. He's so cool. Or why the entire crew is back with us. How Midas is actually now the Kratos of Fortnite's storyline. What's the new look for and how he's the main character in this season's storyline. Midas ever since season 2 was in hiding from the Imagine Order, preparing for a big return. But this history we knew about Midas is actually altered. It is not the same anymore. That's all thanks to Kado forms within season 4, the time-traveling vampire collector. Kado traveled into Midas' season stealing his drum gun and much more, while also causing Midas to this time fully die after the shark eating him. Then after that chopping his golden hand as a collection of Kado. So Midas after season 2, so even in the future he only has one golden hand, the other one is gone, it's cut off, while he actually died by the shark, unlike what we were told in the past. Which about that shark? It is teased that Midas after his return actually is gonna take revenge on that shark. So if Midas only has one hand and the other one is chopped up, why does this skin have two hands then? Well, he doesn't. The other hand is actually mechanical. It is not a real flesh hand. Midas after Kado cutting his hand had to create a second mechanical hand for himself, which the new hand is said to be made by Jules for him after he escaped Hades, and Jules has designed it in a way so the gold power can flow through it. So Midas from now has way more control on his golden powers with this hand. And I love it so much how Fortnite has been foreshadowing, preparing Midas's return, doing like the Kado forms cutting his hand. So when Midas is returned now, we know why the hand is cut off from the past. That is so cool. I love it! Since Midas is a king from the Greek reality, after being killed by Kado and the shark, he was sent into the Greek underworld part of the spirit realm, the place where souls of the dead Greek beings go to. Within their Hades, the god of the underworld. He has the special cells where he keeps the powerful souls within them. While Midas after death was thrown into one of those, the gods are terrified of Midas, being exactly why they locked up his soul right under Hades' throne. And with his golden touch, he has turned one of the chains into gold, breaking it, while the other is not golden, exactly the one on the hand which has been replaced with the mechanical one. This also is exactly why Midas has been gone for so long. And then Hades and his underworld got trapped into the Pandoras Box, meaning that Midas sadly was also sucked into the Pandoras Box this whole time. He has been within that thing, only now being able to escape thanks to Valeria opening that box. Wait! Remember how I told you how Valeria opened this Pandoras Box to connect into Hades' underworld? Then Valeria might have done all of the things she did the last season just so she can help Midas escape like Hades' underworld and be free again, be alive again. That should be why she didn't care about the society anymore. She wants to be with his team instead. It also has been said that the guard sneaked in and helped Midas, being exactly why he managed to escape since Hades wouldn't let him easily leave. I yet again believe that that guard is Valeria in disguise helping Midas. But wait, if you thought that's the end, no. We know how all of chapter therefore was manipulated by the last reality, while the last reality wanted us to time travel to reach this island. I have ever since been confused, like why would the last reality want us to time travel then reach a new island? What would the point of that be? Like why? Why? Then a huge hand just came out of the ground, made a new hole, like a butthole on the ground. It just came out and then put it in this huge box, and now I was like, oh wait, now it makes sense. The last reality probably wanted that Pandora's box open so something from it gets released. Something which they need. Well, now let's think about that something. If you have seen this video before, the last reality has messed with Midas way too many times. They like this guy a lot, because Midas is said to be one of the strongest characters in the Fortnite storyline. But unlike the other characters, not just through power and magical things, but because Midas is the complete package. Oh my god! He is the smartest leader out there, a trickster. He has the golden power which now we see can turn the entire island into gold. That's so much power. He has more connection and control than anyone else. With a push of a button, he forces whoever he wants to help him to do as he says, and he always has his ghost and shadow army manipulating everything. The last reality knows how useful he is, so they want to use him, like they tried to in the past with Shadow Midas. So now I believe that why the last reality wanted us to come into this place. It's all because they wanted Midas freed from this Pandora's box. But why? Well, we will find that one out pretty soon. For now, let's talk about Midas's storyline within this Greek season. Midas, after breaking the chains off of his hand, also turned the door into gold, then smashing it open, showing how strong he also is. Gotta smash me like that, please! Then Midas had to fight his way out of the underworld, fighting Hades as well. And finally, after so many years, he has made it back onto the world of the living. But that's not where it ends. Midas is angry. No one dares mess with Midas. No one has ever even tried to keep him captive. But Hades did. He is pissed off, especially after hearing how Zeus is planning to become Cube Queen 2.0, or the Magneto of Greek gods, killing all the mortals so only the gods remain in the world. That's making Midas, the mortal king of gold, even more pissed off, leading into him now wanting to be our hero, so the main hero character of this season. And now he shall take revenge on the Greek gods for keeping his soul imprisoned and killing his mortal friends. Who does this exactly remind you of? Kratos, the one who died going into the underworld, fighting his way out to take revenge and to kill Midas is taking the path of Kratos. He's becoming the Kratos of Fortnite. He has actually never been a full hero. Midas has done lots of good things while also hurting some people, aka he's an anti-hero just like Deadpool. Midas, while trying to take revenge on the gods at the moment, he will also hurt many of even the mortals in this season. Just like how Kratos really wasn't doing a bad thing killing the gods. But with that, the sun went dark, floods and seas took over the world. All of the plants died. The entire Greek got doomed thanks to him. Midas and his revenge within this season might doom us just like Kratos. So just like Kratos, a time comes where Midas will kill Hades to take revenge on him, to maybe become the god of underworld himself. Just like how Kratos became god of war after killing Ares. Then after that, chaos happens, and Midas will regret his choices. Just like how Kratos did within the Norse mythology, making Midas change and develop from an anti-hero, someone who helps people while still is selfish, into now our true hero, someone like John Jones. Chef Fortnite and Charlie Man are cooking! Our time has finally come and our prayers have been answered. Am I sleeping? Maybe this is a dream. Maybe all of this is not real. Wait, someone slapped me. Not that hard! But now that we know Midas's new life path, it's time for his master plan to destroy all gods. Midas is reborn from the dead. His army is called in by Marigold using these earpieces, as she can sense Midas's return, preparing for it, reactivating Shadow so it takes over the island instead of the society, while they also retake control of Midas's yacht for his return. And for some reason a chicken turns into gold in the middle of that. Hey, look! Midas's cock. The plan of Midas for saving us from Zeus's wrath and taking revenge on Hades for keeping him captive is he will gain back all of his power, then plan to cause a volcano to erupt within the island. So a volcano might appear at the middle of this season, or lava just comes outside of the ground just like this hand, which after Titans might be summoned by Midas himself to kill all the gods too. That guy, that Titan resting right now, he's gonna be summoned by Midas to kill the gods. I hope that would be so cool. Midas then, with the full power of the golden touch he has earned thanks to return of Oro with him, he will turn all the lava coming outside the ground into gold. So the entire lava which takes over the whole island, as you remember from Flores Lava LTM, that whole thing will be gold within this season, climbing all the way to Mount Olympus. So Midas weakens Zeus and finally gets rid of him. Once Midas's golden lava begins taking over, him and his crew will be on the Marigold yacht floating on the lava to survive. The yacht even in game has already flipped to point and move outside the island. I actually predicted that in this video, and as I just showed you, I predicted Midas's importance in chapter 5 season 2 too, and I predicted so much other things. I'm just predicting so much recently. I feel like maybe like I stole Kato Thorne's time machine or something. Maybe it's in my basement. I didn't tell you that. Nuh-uh, shut up! So get ready for the entire map to be turned into gold, as Midas saves us from the gods and finally takes revenge on Hades, as then he becomes the master of the island, controlling everything. But till then, Midas is here to tell us a story as well. His own myths and a story. Midas being one of the most known and loved characters even within Fortnite's universe, he has many myths and stories written about him, some of them finally revealing his origin story as well. And every week within Fortnite Season 2 we will get a new part of this origin story of Midas. So right now we only have part 1 of this story. Let's go through it. Do you remember the first Shadows? How it was supposed to tell a story about the myths of Midas, about his story and past. There was a narration on a comic-like animation we got about Midas's origin story. Well, sadly, that animation got cancelled. What a good news now! With Midas's return, he's here to complete his story. A narrator again will tell us about the myths made about him, who he was in the past, and how did this legendary Midas become a thing. The first thing we are told about is this. Once upon a time, a golden king transformed his young daughter into gold. At a great cost, he returned her to life, but her trust was forever broken. That young daughter of Midas is Jules, so he accidentally turned Jules herself into gold once. Then he had to do something which had a great cost on Midas, for making Jules be alive again. This is actually part of Midas's original mythology, how the Golden King accidentally turned his daughter into gold, name of that daughter being Marigold. But in Fortnite it seems like that Marigold has been replaced to be the mother, while Jules is actually that daughter which was named in the mythology Marigold. This Jules being turned into gold finally explains to us why she always fights Midas and why she's not a big fan of him. But now let's focus at the great cost. What is that cost which Midas had to pay in order to get Jules back from the dead? Well, if you turn someone fully gold, normally they just die. They can't function as a human anymore. They just goodbye, bada bim bam pow, dead! So Jules, being daughter of Midas, will go to Hades' underworld after her death. What is a great cost many people give away for freeing a loved one, many times selling their freedom and souls. Midas, out of pure sadness, might have sold his soul to Hades ages ago in order to free his daughter from the dead. So the great cost being that Midas is now mostly a servant to Hades. That's probably being why Midas turned into a fallen king. But now he is here to take back what is his. And this gives more reason to Midas for killing Hades within this season. The revenge of Midas is not just on how Hades controls the underworld and he went into there, but Hades probably kept Midas in a special cell because of the past experience of Midas saving Jules from the dead. Midas within this season will kill Hades to free his soul and once more become a free man, become the king who controls all. But now remember when I said that Midas is gonna have a similar storyline to Kratos? What did Kratos do to save his army in a battle of after he got defeated. He sold his soul to Ares for help. What did Ares lead into? The death of Kratos' daughter. And what did that lead into? Kratos opened the Pandoras Box to kill Ares, and through that become the new god of war. Hades owns our Midas' soul now, so Midas will do anything to destroy him for it, leading into Midas maybe becoming the new god of the underworld. And then Shadow Midas, who controlled the souls of the dead, being a foreshadowing to when Midas actually becomes the god of the dead and the souls. Imagine that, they have been foreshadowing it, like Midas' shadow controls the souls and all of that. All of it was because he's gonna become the god of souls. Oh my god. Then just like how Kratos killed Zeus after, Midas will kill Zeus after Hades, because it is said that the golden powers were gifted to Midas probably by the gods, and that's leading to Midas not being able to drink nor eat with his own hands, reminding me of this loading screen. But not just that, the golden gift leading to Jules dying from the gold touch. Therefore Midas should also now be super pissed off about this gift, seeing the golden powers as a curse as well, leading into even more reason for him wanting to take revenge on the gods. I am so happy that Epic Games is just giving so much extremely cool storyline to Midas. From now on, there is no doubt that Midas is the best character in the Fortnite storyline. If you doubt it, get the hell out of here! But wait, here's like extremely cool parts now. Midas is revealed to be the narrator himself. He's the one that is telling us the story and the myths. Remember the Midas Shadow origin story animation? How in the end it got revealed that Midas was the one narrating the entire video. Yet again, the same thing is gonna happen within this season. The narrator is no other than Midas himself, so he makes sure that his legendary storyline is told right. Midas writes his story now, no one else. Midas is once more one of the main characters of Fortnite's storyline. I've been waiting for this moment for so long. Even the Fortnite devs are excited for it. Like, look at what they have written in the files. Everybody excited. Oh my god. But now, wait. I'm working on a 25 minutes, the entire storyline of this season 2 Greek season. Every detail, a small detail, what the god's doing, who's the bad guy, who's the good guy, everything. The entire storyline in one video coming really soon. Subscribe not to miss that.